the start, grab your dark brown yarn and we'll begin round 1. To start round 1, we'll make a magic ring. After making a magic ring, make 8 single crochets. After that, close a magic circle, and then we'll end the round with a slip stitch. And then we'll have 8 stitches for round 1. For the next round, start with 1 chain. After that, make 8 increases, so that's 2 single crochets in every stitch, and end the round with a slip stitch. And then we'll have 16 stitches. For the third round, we'll start with 1 chain. In the next 3 stitches, we'll make 1 single crochet in every stitch, so that's 3 single crochets. In the fourth stitch, we'll make 3 single crochets in the same stitch, and we'll repeat that short pattern 4 times and end the round with a slip stitch. And we'll have 24 stitches. For round 4, start with 1 chain. Then make 4 single crochets, and in the next stitch, make 3 single crochets in the same stitch. Then we'll repeat the pattern 5 single crochets and then 3 single crochets in the same stitch. And we'll be left with 1 single crochet. And we'll end the round with a slip stitch, and we'll have 32 stitches. In the next 3 rounds, start with 1 chain. Then make 32 single crochets and end the round with a slip stitch, and we'll have 32 stitches. After round 5 to 7, our crochet project will now look like a little box. Then we'll change to white yarn. Before we begin round 8, we will undo the slip stitch that we need. Then we'll use the white yarn to make that slip stitch and end round 7. In round 8, we'll use the front loops only. Then we'll start with 1 chain and we'll make 32 single crochets. And we'll end the round with a slip stitch and having 32 stitches. And to hide the excess yarn or yarn tail, all you have to do is to place it above your stitches or working round, and then continue making the single crochets. By doing that, you'll be able to hide the yarn tails or excess yarn. Before we begin round 9, we can now cut the dark brown yarn. Then we'll make 1 chain and we'll make 32 single crochets. Then we'll end the round with a slip stitch and having 32 stitches. For round 10, start with 1 chain. Then make 5 single crochets. But in the 5th single crochet, pull through using the red yarn. Then in the next stitch, make 5 double crochet cluster stitch. To make 5 double crochet cluster stitch, all you have to do is to make 5 half done double crochets. Then you will have 6 loops on your hook. Pull through using the white yarn. Then make 6 single crochets. But in the next stitch, the 6th stitch, pull through using the red yarn. Then in the next stitch, make 5 double crochet cluster stitch again. Then pull through using the white yarn. Then make 19 single crochets and end the round with a slip stitch. And by then, you'll have 32 stitches. Before we begin round 11, undo the slip stitch that we made back in round 10 using the white yarn. Then make a slip stitch again using the red yarn. Then in round 11, we'll use the front loop Soundling. Then make 1 chain and we'll follow the short pattern, 6 single crochets and 1 decrease, and we'll repeat that 4 times and end the round with a slip stitch. And by then we'll have 28 stitches. For the next 3 rounds, rounds 12 to 14, start with 1 chain. Then make 28 stitches or 28 single crochets and end the round with a slip stitch. And by then, we'll have 28 stitches. For the next 3 rounds, rounds 12 to 14, start with 1 chain. Then make 28 stitches or 28 single crochets and end the round with a slip stitch. And by then, we'll have 28 stitches. After 3 rounds of 28 single crochets, our crochet project will now look like this. For the next round, start with 1 chain. Then we'll repeat 2 single crochets and a decrease 7 times and end the round with a slip stitch. And by then, you'll have 21 stitches. For the next round, round 16, start with 1 chain. Then make 1 single crochet and a decrease and repeat that 7 times and end the round with a slip stitch. And by then, you'll have 14 stitches. Before we begin the last round, we'll grab our fiberfill and we'll stuff our crochet project. Then, for the last round, round 17, start with 1 chain. Then make 7 decreases and end the round with a slip stitch. And by then, you'll have 7 stitches. After finishing the last round, we can now grab our scissors and cut the yarn. Then we'll grab our darning needle and close Anger's head. For the next part, we'll crochet Anger's frowning forehead. To start round 1, we'll make a slip knot. Then we will chain 14. For the next part, we can now make 6 single crochets. For the next part, we will embroider Anger's eyes using the black yarn. Anger's eyes should be placed above round 11, and the eyes should have 3 single crochet spaces between them. For the last part, we will tie a knot to secure the eyes, and we will use the darning needle to push and hide the excess yarn. For the necktie, we will use the filter cloth or filter paper. We will just grab our scissors and cut a necktie shape that is small enough to fit the white shirt of Anger. For the last part of our tutorial, we are going to attach the necktie and the forehead to Anger using a hot glue. And after that, we will attach the forehead as well. And after that, we will attach the keyring as well. Then we will use the darning needle to weave in the excess yarn. And we have just finished Anger from the movie Inside Out. So if you like this kind of videos, be sure to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Thank you everyone, have a good day.